So hello, I guess basically I was too lazy to record a Metagame Monday this weekend because I just got so much stuff happening to me with IC. So I thought the best way to show one of my favorite teams right now is to use it in an online competition and show you how it works out in mind by a player that knows what you're supposed to do. I'm turning on music in my earbud, my new earbud, but it was too distracting, so let's actually focus on the game without any music. Alright, so I did the worst thing anyone can do. I swapped out my Moltres last minute for Landorus because I heard there is going to be a lot of mirror matchups with this Zacian. Apparently this team got really popular. Like 2 weeks ago I thought I was innovative with this team, and suddenly everyone uses it, so. Alright, so Charizard. Yeah, this Charizard is assault busted. Most people use Chardyberry just so they have extra chance in a mirror matchup. That's just stupid, I know, but what can you do? No, seriously, this Cinderace is... I actually don't know what I'm supposed to... I actually did not play seriously for a while. I'm gonna say I did not play serious game in like 3 weeks, so this is a premiere to me. I should probably battle like a few times on Showdown just so I just can get into form, but unfortunately I did not do that. Also, this is not going to be one large chunk recording. I'm probably going to be recording full day 1, but I'm going to be taking breaks in between. Of course, first thing we face is a Japanese player with completely inexplainable team. Unexplainable team. Like, what's going on here? Is this going to be a Rock Slide Dracovish? I just don't know. And I'm too afraid to ask at this point. Like, what is opponent going to do? That is the question, and I don't know, man. I just don't know. Right, I think the Draco is just much more dangerous, so I'm gonna be trying to knock it out first. Like, that thing can just go for some ugly stuff. Like, I don't think it can outspeed me, even if it's like 3 times slowly. That would be actually pretty horrible if that would be true control. Also, Zacian switch is genuinely free here. We Dynamax first, why wouldn't we? Because Lapras is slow. Oh yeah, we are pretty defensive with this Charizard, so I don't think the Fishes Zone should be doing that. Also, I just realized I'm trying to play and I'm not joking around. I just like after what happened to me in the past few weeks, I think I just deserve a rest, but life does not give me any like resting points, you know? Just like there's no rest for me. Like I got players got 3 qualifiers as entry tests for college. Then my guinea pig got bladder stones again. We got them solved actually, so I'm happy about it. So there's nothing. Okay, we're gonna be one-shotting this track, which I believe. Yeah, we're going to. Then we after surgery happened 3 days ago. He's now recovering, he's alright, and now I got a Players Cup 4 qualifier again. Like, just want to break first. We should not fail at all. Yeah, because we are a small busted, so we just don't really care. Yeah, nice. And Zacian, like, Zacian without beat Cinderace. Anyway, hopefully audio is alright. I'm not sure. I did not play on Switch in like I did not record Switch for like 5 months, so I have no idea how the settings are supposed to look. Yeah, I'm just confused at this point. Alright, don't be a assault pest Cinderace, please. I'm gonna be happy because I think Max Quick just cares otherwise. Right. The Cinderace is not going for Southern Fun. It's really balanced to you. course it doesn't. Alright, so we outspeed a Cinderace. We are the fighting. We have some speed as well, so we outspeed Venusaur. That's paralyzed and that's modest. I believe this Lapras cannot knock out Zacian because Zacian is just bulky glass cannon. Alright. This won't scare Charizard, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I assume that's freeze dry because that damage was pretty low. Someone started playing flute in this house. Flute, yeah. Flute? Yeah, he was like hearing that. It's extremely. Like, what's left for me in this life? Someone started vacuuming like crazy the whole day. You know, I got better. Someone starts putting pictures on a wall and starts drilling the wall. Assume that's what's going to happen on Monday. You know, that's very predictable of your life, and I'm going to be predicting that. Yeah, by the way, this is one. There's just like no way opponent wins that unless still got Wildfire just set up. Yeah, like life is not being nice to me. All I want to do is just sit down for one day and knowingly know that tomorrow is also going to be a day I can sit down on. That's all I ask. And I'm yet to receive this moment for like past 3 weeks. And so it is just stressful. Now this Lapras is just... Actually, do I have music from... I think I do. I'm not gonna check that. And KO the Charizard. I just don't care. Wildfire is gonna finish it next time. And this team is just stupid. The one that I'm using, not the opponent. It's really innovative, but this team is just sometimes it's just better than the other teams, and thus it just kind of wasn't. Sounds like some kind of like 90-40 propaganda. Yeah, this team I'm using is really stupid. It's right. It feels like kind of chalk. You know, it just combines a lot of imbalanced mechanics together, like Wildfire, Dynamax, Zacian. It's just imbalanced incorporation, you know. I'm still waiting for the mirrors, you know. It's gonna be a lot of fun because I think I still have disadvantages matchup in the mirrors. So take note, a lot of people are gonna go 12-3 or 13-2 today, and they're gonna say like, oh, I am very looking forward to next day, and then they are gonna go like 0-7 the next day, and they're gonna act surprised. Alright, this is exact matchup I did not want to slack on, because I knew this matchup was gonna be bad without Moltres, but yeah, basically they got Sun and Rain, and I cannot really counteract that. Also, they got Charizard, which I don't understand what's doing on that team. Just look at this team. What is this? It's a mess. It's a scrambled mess where Moltres would have completely dominated, but I guess I just didn't pick Moltres because I wanted to win the mirrors. Like, if they go with Sun mode, I'm screwed. Like, that's a loss. I need opponent to lead with the Kyogre, or else this is a loss. I could have some backup game plan with Charizard in the back plus Zacian, which could work out even if opponent picks Charizard. But just, you have to pray that this Charizard does not have ancient power to win the mirrors as well. Actually, I'm watching someone on Twitch right here. Alright, it locked me. Just because I changed the audio device. You can see what I'm doing on the second tab here, so check something. Hopefully it just doesn't pop some random video, I hope. By the way, thanks for 1,000 subscribers, it really means a lot to me. I can get the channel monetized, so that's just gonna be a happy bug for like, I might just get my guinea pig some kind of treat. It's gonna come down. We're gonna see. Also, Whimsicott. What's Whimsicott gonna do? Eject button? Tailwind? Triggering? You want it? It's yours, my friend. Yeah, I have no clue. I'm gonna go for Wine Lash here, assuming it's a good blight, but it might as well be a horrible one. Because this might very well be Eject button. Just slap in my face, that one. And I cannot prevent that. I'm sorry, I cannot prevent this play from happening. I'm gonna try the Thunderwave the Venusaur, so it's like I'm in the Kyogre, so it's just going to be slower, and I'm going to get Wine Lash off before it can attack. I can already tell the Charizard in the back is already just pretty much winning the game right now. I'm Dynamaxing first. Why would opponent Dynamax when they got Charizard in the back? It's perfectly fine of reverse flipping out. This is a tough matchup, for example. It is a tough matchup. How am I supposed to deal with Rain and Charizard at the same time? That's impossible. Right. Oh, okay. That's a slow Kyogre. Okay. Yeah, mate. Sure. I guess so. Because that's it. That means I'm gonna outspeed it and Kyogre as well as Kyogre is also paralyzed. That makes any sense to me. Alright, we hit the Thunder Wave. What is Whimsicott going for? Oh boy, is that gonna be a Triggering? No, it's just Main Blast trying to drop the special attack. You got to be kidding me. Nice play, mate. Just go for a turn 1 Main Blast and pray that you're gonna get the -1 special attack, man. Very well played, man. Good play, man. Just a sign of a good play. Also, this is a one-shot. Oh no, it just goes into Venusaur. Oh, no. Why are you so obsessed with Venusaur? It's not that dangerous. But that turn 1 special attack drop sucks so much. That just sucks, man. Right, I'm gonna be trying to just... Just gonna be max quaking so I can take the... Oh, no, it's just going for Moon Blast and the Grimstone. Oh, I should have went for Light Screen. But I thought I could get Light Screen off the next time. Also, this is gonna be pathetically weak. Look at that. Look at this. Is this freaking Assaultless Kyogre? Because I think it might be. It took like 25% from Wine Lash, so it might be Assaultless for some reason. I think that's very bulky. That's just Assault Wrestler, I think. For some unknown reason. Yeah, this is just fainting. Should have really went for Light Screen. But at least I got some damage off on the Kyogre now. And if you're wondering, no, I do not have Max Ooze. The Max Quake and the... and Max Weather Ball are actually very important in some other matchups, I believe. Just don't know. I think Max Quake is important for mirrors. No, it's for Incineroar, and Max Strike is for some matchup. I'm Max Quaking this Whimsicott. Whimsicott cannot get a... I thought it's just chaos. If it does not, I have no idea what I'm doing. This should be good. That is a knockout, right? Yeah, good. This is Max Quake now. And if this is this, no, it's just Moonblast spamming. Do you have special attack unless the Whimsicott like crazy getting it? Alright, critical hit, nice. Got a liquid smile on my face. Also, the Spirit Break actually was necessary to get the range of Beam and Blight, so actually it was a correct play. Alright. again, that makes me a bit happier. Also, the Torkoal will be annoying, right? Oh, it's just a water type of shooter, just coming out of nowhere. There is still Wine Lash, right? One more turn. Good, because that means that Urshifu is fainting. I am gonna try to get a sub up here, just in case this weird player just doesn't set up Tailwind. Of course, it set up Tailwind. Now you set up Tailwind, of course, yeah. By the way, I think Surging Strike scale anyways here, because this might be a choice band for some reason. No, they go in the Venusaur. Okay, I lose. Alright, that is a major screw up on my part. Oh man, come on. Oh, it's just a life orb. Okay, I was mistaken. This is a life orb. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this guy is just like best of one. That was Assault Mascalga. This is life orb Urshifu. Hard to navigate around that, you know. I do still believe I got a chance to win, but I definitely needed to just knock out this Urshifu right here. But that Urshifu hits like a truck, so I'm not carrying this. I'm not good carrying this Urshifu. I cannot go for close combat because then Moonblast breaks the substitute. Oh yeah, just jab. Oh, I remember what I'm doing wrong, man. Yeah, you're wondering why so many good players get such high rating. That's because a lot of American players do not face Japanese players at all. No, seriously, if you want to succeed in an IC, I just remembered, you need to ladder very late into the day. Because like in Europe, you want to ladder after like 6 PM, because that's when Japanese just kind of go to sleep and just don't bother you. Opponent is not throwing this guy. Opponent is smart enough. It's not smart to ladder during this hour, especially with hyper offensive teams. Although this is not a hyper offensive team, this is actually a very defensive team, believe it or not. That would be good, but I know that's just a pipe dream in this one. Rain as well, like, come on. Yeah, like, and they still got Charizard on there. It's like, alright, man. That random life for Kaelin Venusaur threw me off so off guard. I could have just scared that, but maybe with close combat, you know? But now there is just no way. That just threw me so off guard. Right, I still don't think I'm doing this. Like, there is Charizard in the back, just ready to just roast this Asian. Or Torkoal. Look how hard this hits. Wow. It's like, oh yeah, wait a minute. This is bulky offense against Tailwind offense. That's always fun matchup. By the way, this is very on principle. Bulky offense almost always loses the Tailwind offense. It's just bulky offense only wins against Tailwind offense if they got Trick Room. But if they decide to go with like dual screens, they might be very well screwed. If they do not have the like Pokemon matchup, they will just lose. So this is a loss very early on. What can you do? And that's just opponent drops your special attack against Assault Mascalga. You know, that's just a loss. It's Japanese guys. By the way, this is actually first Players Cup where Japanese just don't ladder because of bragging rights. I believe they got their own Japanese nationals they're going to qualify from this tournament. Yeah. So yeah. Please no more Japanese players. I just want European. Dosoka. That's either a weeb or another Japanese player. What's going on here, man? More Charizard. Everyone spams Charizard like crazy. And it's actually a pretty bad matchup for me, so this is going to be a running theme in this tournament, I think? Yeah, that sounds like a great fun I'm gonna have this tournament. Yeah, Ancient Power on Charizard would have been really good, because that would allow me to battle the Charizard mirrors a little bit better. Yeah, okay. I just don't think I can even bring Landorus because this Sableye will just burn it alive. And Spectre will burn it alive as well. So what do? I just go with my own Charizard and just pray that it's gonna work out. I haven't been playing the meta game for like 3 weeks and suddenly everyone is spamming Charizard. No, I should have probably played some games. Cool name. What's the name of the trainer again? Dosaka. Okay, let me just Google it. Warcraft? Anime Amino. Oh yeah, there you go. I knew that. Oh, Bigziv.net. Alright, so it's got some risque images as well. Of course. Right. Oh, I know what opponent is doing right here. That is actually pretty bad. Alright, I need to set up Reflect, so I take this Max Rockfall from the Solgaleo. This is going to be a Quash plus Max Rockfall into the Charizard. And I do not think I can do much to stop that, like at all. This thing just is not well equipped to deal with this strategy. Like, what do you want to go? Zacian to just get burned and do like nothing to Solgaleo whatsoever? Look at that pixel. Yeah, where's that reaction? Great man who wanted to seek victory in the Holy Grail War. Excuse me? So we're getting the Bible right. Oh, excuse me. That's not a Quash Sableye. That's a Rain Dance on a Sun team. Right, just got bamboozled. Okay. Bamboozled. Like, excuse me? And this is weakness plus into Max Rockfall. That's just a one-shot back. Yeah, that's a loss. That is a loss. I cannot beat that. I cannot beat Sableye with Rain Dance plus Solg. Alright, what a great start to IC. So far, 2 cards. Sounds about right. No, did just people give up on team building to make like such weird team building decisions? Were they so depressed by the Series 8 that they just start making like this? This has started happening, you know? It's like great fun. Oh yeah, this is like Steel Spike plus Squash or Burn, like whatever opponent does, I lose. No, seriously, look at this thing. They have no rain mode. They have... Look at this. Look at this. They got Sableye Charizard and they set up a freaking Rain Dance on you. You cannot make this. You cannot make this up. This is just such fear team. I think I'm just going to start swearing, but I need to just keep my videos monetized, so whatever. Also, this is a one-shot. Max Quake cares instantly. Or Steel Spike tries to do something. Okay, we just fine. That's a loss. I cannot continue. And it would have been great fun. Like, Wildfire would have done probably enough to put it in some kind of behemoth play range, and I could have just continued, but Rain Dance just like... Just... That's it. You know? Funnily enough, you know who would have helped in this matchup? You know it. How about Moltres? You know, Moltres would have been great in this matchup. Like, Max Darkness would have been fun, you know? Yeah. Alright, they got Charizard on the back that's gonna leech off this Torkoal like a... I do not know. I do not know many names of leeches in English, so... I'll just take a blind guess. Right, this is just gonna be oh yeah, I do like 20% with Behemoth Blade now. Because the Solgaleo got Defense Beast. Only if I could get good matchups. That would be great fun, you know? That would be great fun, and not just like random Rain and Sableye, you know? But that's the magic of Ice Age. You just get best of one, and best of one. Even if you have the best team ever, you will just lose because opponent just does this. Oh, Shadow Snake? Yeah, right. Like, excuse me, this thing does not have a Will-O-Wisp or does not have Sunny Day. Like, what is even going on right now? This thing is just so bad. Like, no, I'm just not salty. This team is just weird. Like, just does not make much sense to me. These decisions, you know. In fact, good. Please, don't really this. Opponent did not go into the Zacian for some reason, which means I could very well get a knockout on Solgaleo next time with some close combat of some sort. And I could get a knockout of Sableye and then maybe get close to winning. Hopefully this Sableye just doesn't just do something stupid. That would be stupid. Alright, if I swear, if you have Rain Dance, Squash, Ally Switch, Shadow Snake, I cannot contain this. My rage. I will not contain it. I cannot contain this rage. Keep thinking. Make a move. Oh, it's just Shadow Snake. And into the wrong slot as well. I want to start breaking the substitute, mate, I think. KO that thing, please. Thank you. Come again. I still got my sub up. But lower defenses now. Sacred Sword would have KO'd as well, but I think close combat allows for better counteraction on the what is not good? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. That thing survives this. Or, I mean, like, it did not Shadow Snake before, so it doesn't really matter. This thing is absolutely useless right here. So it's just like more so like, it's just like, it's going faint. That's good. Hello, Grimstone. What are you doing here? You're just gonna die. You're not gonna do anything notable. You're just gonna faint. Like, bring in your Charizard already. Oh, you want to set up Reflect first. Right? Shadow Snake without a critical hit won't break the substitute, which is good. No, like, don't crit me, I swear. This was not breaking substitute animation, this was just getting from behind. Alright, KO that. Hide behind. And I swear to Torkoal, don't miss this heat wave. We need to knock that out because next Shadow Snake probably breaks the sub. Alright, good job, Torkoal. Okay, that. Good. Okay. Good. Alright, we're back in this. Charizard, yeah, Charizard is the last one, obviously the most one. Alright, we still got a sub up. We can yawn this Charizard if we need to. Did opponent Dynamax? Yes, opponent did Dynamax with Solgaleo already. Right, I think we're winning this one. Because Zacian is just going to demolish this. This should be 2 turns. Because this is probably some kind of physical bulky Charizard. Scorching Sands, okay, and in that case, this actually works out well. This is max special defense Hurricane. This is Life Orb. Water Power helps you as well, and I still got my sub up, so. Good. Just KO the Charizard. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this guy right now. Holy moly. What was even going on? And how the heck did I even win this thing? Yeah, okay. I don't know, opponent definitely treat the game like on multiple occasions, but that's what happens when you got such a weird team. You just make weird, nonsensical plays, so... I guess I deserve that? Not really. That... if it was like good opponent behind the screen, I think I was just so screwed. Just squash plus max quick decision and I lose automatically. You know what? I'm taking a break right now. This was too much, and I might be coming back at like 5 PM, 6 PM, because I just don't want to face any more of this. This is too much for me. This is too much of my nerves. Japanese players are gonna stop off. Like I'm gonna face like at least 10 Japanese players if I would let right now, and I need to just break. Need to break. I'm 2-1, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see later today. But yeah. So far so good, I guess. It's 4 o'clock. Hopefully the Japanese are going to be asleep now, or at least some. Still got to make 12 battles today. That's incredible. While doing that, I'm trying to still figure out what I'm doing wrong with these sweep videos. Maybe it's just because it doesn't really fit my channel. After all, most of the content was educational so far, and suddenly just like such a 360-degree turn to more casual content might have not done well with my audience. After all, I'm trying to just get like new audience, if anything. Maybe just combine them. Maybe more people that want to educate themselves, just relax to more casual videos. And more people with casual videos, perhaps I'm gonna educate them, you know. That's the kind of thing I wanna do. And lo and behold, 33-4, was that your last IC score? Yeah, this is another Solgaleo. Why? There's so much Solgaleo around here. I almost thought there was no restricted because Solgaleo is just so containable on this team. Hopefully this is not going to be another like Rain Dance or Electro Web. This is going to be Electro Web or Raikou, isn't it? Alright, can't risk that really, so gotta do what I gotta do. I mean, Zacian in the back looks great, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh well, we're gonna see. Anyway, I've been thinking what to do with that series for a while now. It seems to just not go anywhere. It's just like not too many of my people enjoy it. It doesn't reach anyone really. Like it's just kind of thinking of scrapping the series altogether. It was a cool idea, but yeah, apparently people are just not interested. Like no one, not even my subscribers, looks like they enjoy it. Alright, so what is this gonna be? A Brutal Swing? Like, alright, so I got no clue if I outspeed a Solgaleo or not, and like alright, I'm gonna assume opponent thinks my Charizard outspeeds his or her Solgaleo, which means they will at least try to set up Tailwind turn 1. Which means Reflect is relatively free. Although Brutal Swing plus Turbo Solgaleo, I would probably flip my label right now, because that is a very bad play. If I switch to Torkoal here and G-Max Wildfire, that would be instant loss for opponent. And opponent could not do anything about it. Like, Wildfire is under his or her feet as well, so like, that would be... Also, we're seeing the Solgaleo is indeed faster than my Charizard, so this Solgaleo has over 135 speed. Oh, hopefully it doesn't go for Brutal Swing. That would be ridiculously stupid. Like, no, really, that would be really stupid. Like, that is just straight up a bad play. Unless opponent knows about my spread. Oh, it's another Rain Dance! You got to be kidding me! Another Prankster Rain Dance setup in front of my Charizard. Stop! Hey man, this is not cool anymore. Oh, an opponent actually... Oh, opponent rock falls first, but I could survive that. I should survive that. Alright! Good. Okay. We get additional turn here. And opponent ruins the... Oh, that's good. That's very good. Opponent ruins its weather here because I'm so slow. And the wildfire starts kicking in now. Of course, the opponent procs its weakness, plus it would be really cool if I could actually outspeed this Solgaleo, because Thunderwave plus Tailwind could nullify each other, and then I would be able to go for another wildfire and then probably just win the game. But now Solgaleo is just kind of still alive. That's not good. That's no good. Alright, I am going for Thunderwave right now, just so opponent cannot set up Tailwind, and after I switch to Zacian, switch to Feeny. Hopefully I just hit it, or if I full para, that is just perfect. But missing it, that's just horrible, because opponent will exactly go for the play I envision opponent will go for, and that is missing the Thunderwave. Could mean they will immediately switch to Feeny next time, because they just can, you know. Full para, please. Kill Spike, okay. But what do you think? I'm protecting the Charizard? Well, yeah, that makes sense. If only I could protect, you know. That would be really cool, but I cannot. And with this, I believe we are in phenomenal spot now. Because Wildfire is still under opponent's feet, and that is just good. All those... There is no Kyogre in the back, so... We are relatively fun. Sandstorm, stupid. More Wildfire damage? Oh my goodness, so many animations. This is why I really prefer Showdown over the endgame, because just look how stupidly long the animations are. Yeah, okay. There is Zapdos. That is okay, I guess. Yeah, this, like, Zapdos will have to go for Thunderbolt just to knock out this Charizard. I don't think Heatwave plus Hurricane even kills Charizard. Like, I doubt it. And opponent might protect, like, maybe predicted to protect now again. That could be relatively free airstream. I still win, okay, that is interesting to say at least. Yeah, too bad the Torkoal will just get immediately Rain Danced up. I might have screwed up by not targeting down the Tornadus here. But I will get big damage off on the Zapdos. And Sandstorm is gonna proc, and then the Wildfire, I could just maybe I'm gonna see the damage and then evaluate my position. Oh, that is like a little bit bulky, I'd say. Wildly bulky. Yeah, Wildfire damage is stacking up like crazy now, especially with the Sand Recoil. Alright, let me bring in a Torkoal and let's just go for a Heatwave. Even if opponent set up the Rain Dance, I don't think it really matters. Because the Wildfire plus Heatwave should be enough to knock out both of these Pokemon. Wildfire is just so good. I'm just gonna protect you. There's no reason not to. And I'm Turbo Zacian as well, which means I will be able to outspeed a Feeny, even if I'm -1 speed. And then that's totally understandable. Oh, if this is weatherable, I might be screwed now. Or not, I'm very special bulky, but... Oh, come on. Man, I should have just set up light screen then. Might live, but I don't count on it. Oh, I do live. Okay, that's super good then. As long as I double hit the heat wave, that is. I missed something. I don't know what that is, but I think that's Tornadus. Yeah. I remembered the Landorus also has square in its name, and... Oh, come on! That is so close! And Valtvar literally ran out this time. So... Oh man, I gotta still go for another Behemoth Blade into the Zapdos, but... Oh, come on, that was so close! Oh my goodness, these matchups are gruelingly bad. It's always like Steel type plus Rain Dance Center. And this Zapdos has even a Feather Ball. That is so brutal. And with Behemoth Blade, I can get staticked by the Zapdos, which would be absolutely terrifying for the late game. Another Isoan, so they basically put me below the Feeny speed. It would have been really great to connect the Heat Wave now, you know? I like how this is first battle and we're 10 minutes in. That's ridiculous. I hate Showdown. I mean, I hate any game. I love Showdown. Alright, don't parry me. That would be really stupid. But just right before the Feeny, I just get parried down. Oh, of course I get staticked. Yeah, man. Good riddance. Also, I just realized my opponent is Japanese, so... Still awake. Still awake. Now look at his Feeny, just literally walking right there. That a Feeny. Oh, of course it's a Feeny. Okay. So, what do we do now? Well, basically the Heat Wave made the Tornadus survive the attack. And so, now we just get setting up. Like, man, I got nothing right here. I got nothing. Unless I just crit this Feeny by some miracle. This Feeny is surviving 2 Behemoth Blades, and it will very likely just go for a Muddy Water that really hurts too much. In fact. This is so stupid, these games. Like, I cannot believe I lost to... I, like, belled 2 Rain Dancers in a row. At least I get a Behemoth Blade off. You know, that's fun, I guess. And we do a lot of damage. Oh, yes, we can do a lot of damage. Come on. Okay, hit. Alright, the Heatwave would not have KO'd this thing. And it's actually a Leftovers. It's a Leftovers Feeny right here. And I just got to somehow outstall the rain, which is almost impossible on its own. If only I set up light screen, but you know, I just dewaved for no reason apparently. Oh, look at that moveset though. Tailwind, Icewind, Rain Dance, Protect. What did you expect? Hurricane on Tornadus? Quit it, man. What's that? How do you do, fellow kids? Or like, time is now, old man. You know that meme? That's the opponent right here. Time is now, old man. The time of Hurricane Tornadus is over. The flexibility of being able to Dynamax is gone. Now it's time to just showcase. No, just get full parrot, so no double protect happening anytime soon. Yeah. It's not like it can miss because it has Skulk. Look at, just like, why do I keep facing the Japanese? I just can't play when the Japanese are online. The teams are just so weirdly built. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is supposed to be a counterattack for my team, as Japanese are famous for running weird ass counterattacks. Like, this feels very deliberate, you know. They very well know I cannot harm their Solgaleo without a fire moves. And yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I cannot harm their Solgaleo. So basically they set up Rain Dance and it's invincible now. So yeah, this looks like some absolutely last minute Japanese counterattack. That's just literally ruining the ladder on there. Yeah, this is a loss. I don't think I could have done much about this. Rain Dance plus Solgaleo is apparently very popular right now. What do I know? How was I supposed to know? You know? You know, you should untilt yourself by... Like, I mean, I just have a feeling I should just untilt myself by playing another game, but this is just useless, you know? They will again use the same strategy. You see Solgaleo and Prankster, that's a Rain Dance counterattack, you know? You know, I was going to talk about this on Metagame Monday, about this team, you know? And it's really left an impression on me. I gotta definitely talk about this counterattack being possible even with something like Metagross, right? Right? This random Rain Dance. Holy moly. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Chinese name. You can't be serious right now. More of this? Again? A Steel type plus Rain? And with probable Rain Dance there as well? What's going on? I am really confused right now. What happened? I was away for like 2 weeks, as I've said. And apparently Japanese just found a very sufficient counter strat. I'm out of my voice right now. You can't even understand what I'm saying. Because I'm so bewildered. Where is my manual Sunny Day? Like I need my manual Sunny Day. Or else I'm just gonna get steamrolled by this. Alright, I think Venusaur is decent here, but like... Will it work against the Metagross? Of course not. Of course it's not gonna work against that. And most likely they will just go Tornadus Metagross and have Kyogre in the back, which means I'm completely screwed because I will just throw all of my resources away with Venusaur early game to try to stop the Metagross, which leaves me with none against the Kyogre in the back. So, look at this being Metagross Tornadus. Like, it's just so broken. Or this. Okay, so they decided to counteract the Venusaur this time. See, I'm on tilt right now, but apparently that gets you views, so, you know. I don't really care. Like, what am I supposed to do right here? This Venusaur is just toast right now. Or yeah, it can be toast, so I cannot even switch to the... Zacian safely. If I switch to Zacian and opponent flares, I'm screwed. Alright, I actually know what to do. I'm just gonna switch to Torkoal out of all this stuff. Because that guarantees a safe yawn the next turn. Watch this, like... When stuff gets stupid, you play stupid. You know? That's my motto right now. Watch this. Watch this. Of course it's going to be Dynamax Zapdos. They just need to knock the Venusaur out before it just gets its sleep powers off, you know? That's quite obvious to me. Look at that beautiful shiny Zapdos, doesn't it? Is that supposed to be a theme? Golden Trainer and Golden Zapdos? Golden? Make it red or something. Alright, light screen goes off. What you gonna do with this thing? Taunt? Blind Hurricane. Congratulations. To break the Cover Berry. What a play, man. What a play. You just can't argue with these people right here. These guys are complete geniuses. Genii? Maybe. I'm not a native English speaker, so just I'll leave that to you. Alright, so let me guess. Is this going to be some kind of like sudden, completely random variable out of Zapdos? You know, that could be it, and I'm probably going to get knocked out this time, even though I got light screen. Because A, it's Life Orb, and B, it's max Geyser, you know. You know, this is like a good example of what I say, that the format is all about matchup roulette. I should actually make like VGC out of loop video out of that, because that's actually a very good concept. You know what's matchup roulette, kids? Well, I just got one word for you. Series 8. That's all you gotta know. Watch some videos on that and you're gonna understand it. That's gonna be a great video. I'll probably have to just go more in detail and like, don't crit me, I dare you. Okay, good stuff. Alright, now we're just gonna yawn that thing, and opponent did not even bother to taunt it for some reason, so that's a free yawn. Good. And now watch this thing switch to Kyogre. Like, I just don't care, you know? I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not care. I'm gonna yawn the slot again. Like, if you want to switch to Kyogre and go for Hurricane, go ahead. Because now your Hurricane is just super weak. I got light screen. Alright, it's just got... Oh, yes, of course. The best play, just to taunt the Dark type. Out of, for whatever reason, you know? That's just got to be a good play. Like... Oh, man. Alright, Spirit Break in, let's go. And Zapdos is getting put to sleep. Hopefully no BS mechanic happens, like static suddenly cannot be put to sleep, random update, you know? But yeah, it's asleep, and it's gonna undynamax itself as well this turn, so that's real nice, I guess. Yeah, let's just go for the Divine Lash and just close this ugly game down. I'm just really fed up on this, and you know what? I should have not let her try here. It was too early. I just wanted to get a few games out of the way, but it looks like I really gotta wait for... What's the time in Japan anyways? Excuse me? Japan time. 23:29, and people are still laddering like crazy. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Japan is very healthy a nation, I see. I mean, after all, how am I any different? But you know what? What do I mean? These are serious matches, and you play them at 11 o'clock? Excuse me? Does Japan have 2 time zones? That's actually... 1 time zone. Right. And what did he attack? How simple is that? You know, just punish the opponent for going for risky play. So simple, you know? If only Pokemon could be that simple. Alright, the critical hit was a bit cheap, but I think Max Quake could have finished it off anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, Mindlash is gonna finish off this Tornadus. Because Mindlash is just stupid, you know? And I still get to keep my Cobble Berry, but it doesn't really matter because Zapdos did not even take a single turn of sleep yet. So now, I guess opponent just switches to Kyogre and just starts spamming the heck out of Ice Beam. Look at that. Is that Kyogre? Of course. Let's go for the Ice Beams, mate. We're gonna have some great fun today. Excuse me. You know what? I cannot go for the Thunder Wave here. I gotta go for Reflect, just in case this Metagross is just some kind of like Zen Headbutt addict, you know? And I swear, this opponent might as well be going for double freeze here. Water Spat, okay, the best move in the game, I guess. Watch this. Yeah, there you go. Ice Punch time. Alright, no freeze. I swear, that little lag. I swear, man. I thought that was going to be the freeze. Alright, Wind Lash just finished this game off right now. Zacian wins now as well. It's dual screens time. What? Maybe next Wind Lash actually KOs the Metagross as well. But I hardly care right now. This is over. Right, stupid strategy, but I managed to just somehow get through it because I just made a completely nonsenseful play turn 1. Just switch the Torkoal before Kyogre switches in against a rain team. Just completely sensible. And it worked out. Like, I mean, I should just bring out a hammer, smash myself in the head, and maybe I'm gonna go 10-0 in the rest of the games. Heck, I know. Yeah, I'm definitely cutting here. The Japanese are still well and awake, and I just do not want to face any more of this. So you know what? Screw that. That's just... Alright, I just gotta take a rest now. I'll see you in a second, actually. well, now let's get into the battles finally. I am probably going to divide it into 2 parts now, 5 battles, then I'm gonna get a dinner, watch a movie, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the 5 battles. Hopefully my family is not gonna be asleep by that point, so I'll be able to shout freely. What? It's 1 AM for the Japan. You cannot be awake. That is not within possibilities, I think. Anyway, I completely forgot how to deal with the Calyrex matchup now, since the Moltres used to do that job. Alright. Well, like, I think Landorus is the correct way, but I'm leaning towards using Charizard and Zacian and Torkoal in the back. That is mostly because Charizard is just so chunky with Assault Vest and Reflect, so it doesn't really care of whatever happens to it. Yeah, alright, so let's see the game. Love Ball and Master Ball. Let me see, that is your... Alright, that's Calyrex, okay. We are not outspeeding Calyrex after a single airstream, so... What we need to... Like... Do I care though? Alright, so like... My line of thought here is to set up Light Screen and just G-Max Yveltal, and I think... Nothing can go wrong, because with Assault Vest and Light Screen we are just so... Happen to be just so bulky with the Charizard, so... Yeah. I think that's just gonna work out. Opponent is thinking, definitely. Yeah, opponent is now kicking himself dead, or herself dead. It did not bring the Thundurus to this matchup, because yes, this would have been completely free max lightning. Also, opponent has no business trying to go for Dynamax. It's probably saving it for the Thundurus cinematic. So this will be probably some kind of helping hand Astral Barrage, if I had to guess. What a free play, you know? Or Follow Me and Astral Barrage, let me guess. Just set up Light Screen. There is not much opponent can do to stop that. Banning Force. This will do nothing unless opponent crits. Yeah, you see, that's nothing. Alright, and Wildfire is just so much better. Look at that. Beautiful damage. And Wildfire recoil as well. Add it up into that. And we're gonna go for Airstream now and get a Spirit Break on the Calyrex. Everything is looking so far so good. Yeah, I think genuinely that's a free play again. There is nothing opponent can do about it. Even if opponent switches to Thundurus from the Calyrex slot, it does not really help him. Because that way I get big damage on Thundurus and Wildfire damage takes care of the rest, so... Yeah, opponent just discovered I'm Assault Vest Charizard. Opponent is trying to really switch out right now. Opponent really discovered he or she is in a bad spot, so... Opponent has to do something about it. And Incineroar is arguably a good thing to just bring in, because that just tanks the... Well, it just tanks the Wildfire damage, and it does nothing to fire types, so Incineroar preserves health. Now it would be a good time to bring in the Thundurus, don't you think? But at this point I don't think I really care. The Zacian in the back is already just magnificent, so... We are gonna go for Max Quake as well here. So we just finish that Incineroar. Yes, if there is a square in the name, that is going to be one of the genies. Up Reflect, I just don't know. I don't think I did, so set it up now. There is also going to be a bunch of streams happening today, you know, like watch some, because it's always fun to see some people just being as desperate as you are. At least you're not alone, right? Yeah, okay, hello, Dynamax Thundurus. Dynamax Thundurus is actually pretty bad. Like, it does not do well against Zacian at all. It does minuscule damage with the Max Lightning on the Reflect. And I do over 70% of it being with Blade, so my main goal right now is to just get the knockout on opponent's Calyrex and then just win with Zacian in the back. Oh, is that seriously a Sugar Berry Incineroar in Serious Height? The whole point of Sugar Berry Incineroar was to tank Spectator's Max Quake. But now, since Calyrex Shadow Rider has enough, like, it doesn't make any sense. And this is max special defense as well. Because this did like 30%. That is just pathetic damage. Airstream comes out and opponent switches to the Calyrex. That might be a crit. Or it might be just Life Orb Thundurus. That is the second. Yes, that is Life Orb Thundurus. Okay. And opponent Parting Shots. Okay. At least the Calyrex is taking damage this turn, and it will take one more after this because of the wildfire damage. 4-turn effect. So. Too bad I did not get Spirit Break off against this switch. That would have been really cool. But wildfire does good damage there. More importantly, it does good damage here. And opponent smartly does not go for Max Lightning here. It will probably go for it right now. Just so it can get guaranteed KO on Charizard. And right, I'm curious if this Calyrex just does not switch immediately back into Incineroar, since it's just kind of a free play with no risk involved, you know. And it brings in Fake Out Pressure next turn, which is valuable against the Zacian. Life for Thundurus. Oh, that's it. But did we survive? We did not survive, but at least that means we did not give this Calyrex a free Grim Knight boost. You know? Just don't crit the Expanding Force, that would be really dumb. Oh, it's just set up as a substitute. What is this? Oh, it's gonna be one of those inexplainable Calyrex sets that make like some sense. Oh, we just crit the Thundurus, I believe. That is a bit lucky. Definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those inexplainable Calyrex sets that just make very little sense, but at the same time they make a lot of sense. If you know what I don't even know what they are supposed to do. This could be a loss, actually. That substitute definitely makes things a lot more difficult. Like, what is this? Like, no Mud Shot, no Protect, like, what is... And yes, we need to Heat Wave here, or else Calyrex just gets too comfortable behind that substitute and wins the game. Right, it is looking pretty grim, actually. Although Max Lightning could... Opponent goes for Max Airstream, doesn't it? Just so it can get the Grim Knight boost. Calyrex. Yeah, Moltres would have been really useful here. Yes. The idea of Moltres is not to Dynamax and then Dynamax with a Charizard in the back. Yes, I think I made a big mistake by not going with the Moltres here. That was a big choke. I thought like my team would be more popular, which it was in the morning when no Japanese players were playing. Like, it's 1 AM, 1:30 AM, and they're playing seriously for placing in a Japanese exclusive tournament, which makes them get money. That is just... does not make any sense to me, unless they just want to deliberately troll people that are in need of money. That's always funny when someone is in need of money and you troll them in a game. I believe that is very rare occurrence in VGC. I think the only case is actually Japanese in the IC, because very rarely they got Sonic going for them in the IC, since they got their own qualifiers for the Japanese nationals, so they're pretty much like, so like just, I can't say bad language, but you get the idea. They're just trying to be trolls. Alright, so this Shadowrex is probably a... it's just so much damage. Look at that. That's criminal. That's criminal damage. But Light Screen, the Astral Brush should not go any of these. It's Focus Sash, Sub, Protect. I believe. So we need a double hit here, and opponent must not crit. I did not crit. That's good. Because if we hit the Heat Wave here, we just win. Since Close Command just KOs and so on. Also, I cannot get my recovery back with Barry because opponent just got enough. So, Torkoal, you better hit this Heat Wave or else I'm gonna flip out. Alright, good animation happens and we just Heat Wave, KO it. Incineroar gets Close Combat it and back. Right. And we get a Barry back as well, so that makes it even better. Alright, Zacian, you did good. Do anything actually in this game other than just break a substitute so far. Oh, that is weird Calyrex, like so much best of one happening tonight. At least it's not random rain dance or something. That I had too much of that tonight. Yeah, CC just KOs that easy. We win our first game of this session. That is fresh. That is new. I did not expect to do that after the bad starts I had in the first 2 sessions. Man, I'm demotivated to play this. I'm not sure how to describe this. It's like I have to deliberately wait until very late in the night just so I do not get like opponents that want to deliberately troll me and rob me of my money for fun. Yeah, it's a bit harsh, I know, that's a bit harsh. I mean, actually with the new Players Cup format, I think it's actually more accurate than before. Yeah, it's still far away to just get the paid money, but you get the idea. It's just kind of like, you have right to be angry because of that, you know what I mean. Alrighty, please. Alright, Squinon. Please be someone just bad. Alright, thank you. Although we just, like, this is Colossal plus Dragonite, I know. This is probably a bad matchup, I know, but I just don't care at this point. I'm just happy to see something normal. Alright, Venusaur plus Grimmsnarl is my main strat to deal with this, and it loses to Kyogre pretty hard. Opponent doesn't go Kyogre though. There's no way. Although in the back it's actually pretty dangerous because it just KOs everything kind of. I still gotta go with Torkoal, I feel. Yeah, it's just not a real weird team. I should have played some games beforehand. Like, yeah, it definitely shows right now that I just did not play in a long while. And I just trolled with weird gimmicks and it just doesn't really translate well to actual skill in a video game with good team. Entei Grimmsnarl? Oh, it's alright. I know what it's gonna do. It's gonna be Snarl spam plus dual screens. That is actually a very effective counteraction to this. Not kidding, actually. I got a counteraction for that in form of Torkoal. Because I'm just gonna yawn spam this now. Hopefully opponent just doesn't decide to just all of a sudden go for like Sacred Fire, Spirit Break and Grimmsnarl. That would be weird. And going for Dynamax on Entei is pretty bad as well. Or Sacred Fire. You definitely want to Snarl here. Oh, it's just Fake Out. You got to be kidding me. And Snarl. Please tell me it's Snarl and not just something else. Sacred Fire in the Torkoal is actually pretty fine, but why would you? That is the most blind play possible. This is the opponent's counteraction to Sun, and I'm not kidding. This is as far as opponent went in the counter action. Now what, yeah? Just like, now what, you know? Watch this. I just derailed from the game plan, and opponent will have no idea what to do unless it just blindly crits the Torkoal. Good stuff. Opponent just does not know. Like, look, it just goes for Stone Edge. That does not do much. I actually don't think I want to speed type. I'm just faster than this Grimmsnarl. It's specially bulky Grimmsnarl, just so it can take the max uses a little bit better. And what is this Grimmsnarl doing? It's a lagging tail trick Grimmsnarl going for Spirit Break. Yeah, by the way, this lagging tail was supposed to be received by Venusaur the second turn, but that did not happen, as you saw. I am going for Yawn on Entei again. If it just wants to get put to sleep, I just don't care. Because I believe I just take the Sacred Fire here. Yeah, it's just so insulting to just ban. It's just like, it's like the most blind play possible. This. Alright, so Grimmsnarl just faints. I get a Yawn off on a Coalossal, which opponent probably just can't do much about. And has to switch it out again. Which means like I just get kind of a free attack into whatever Dragonite is switching in from the Coalossal slot, because that's pretty predictable that it is going to be Dragonite. And Entei switches in, of course. Now the Coalossal switches to Dragonite, but I just don't care. As long as I just shut down this Coalossal, I just don't really care. That thing is the major pain in the butt for me. Coalossal switches out. Dragonite comes in. Yeah. That is just targeted anti-sun business. Like, this is just targeted anti-sun measures. I believe this Entei has to be safety goggles as well. Right, at least it's Inner Focus Dragonite, which is the correct set, because otherwise you would just get taken out on the Aqua Jet lead. Because yes, this is Aqua Jet Dragonite here, reporting in. I'm gonna Yawn again the Entei slot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive this with a Torkoal, but at least I'm gonna get the knockout on Dragonite at worst. Alright, so it's just going for some inexplainable play here. Right, okay, just KO the Torkoal. I just don't think I mind. Excuse me? As long as this Entei is just being put to sleep and it's just not Lumberry for some reason, I just don't care again. Don't be Lumberry, please. Thank you. Thank you, come again. Now, this is just horrible for the opponent. Watch this. Opponent cannot really, well, first off, I get Max Quake off, which means I'm gonna tank the Max Flare next time. Second off, opponent either switches out the Coalossal now and gets Aqua Jet off, which means, yeah, that's just a one-shot on Coalossal. It's main Dynamax. If it's Dragonite Dynamax, and it cannot KO me even with a crit, because I'm Cobbly Berry. And I'm just way too bulky with that, and I got Reflect. But it doesn't matter, crit just goes through that, I know, but you get the idea. It's just kind of like, I might be insulting a Hyper idea, but it's just kind of like, it's just kind of sad for me to see when someone literally constructs a whole strategy around counteracting some archetype, but it's just nothing but like blind plays, relying on opponent playing stupidly. And when it just doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. Because the team, basically I could just run it down the fact that the team idea of the opponent is very unflexible. The counteractions can't be just somehow vaulted around on. And my flexibility of my team just prevails over opponent's flexibility. Usually the counters are very lead dependent, and if you just lead incorrect, like if I switch out for example, opponent might be as well screwed. Like look for example this Aqua Jet play. Like what was opponent thinking I'm gonna do? Like I just don't know. I seriously don't know what was the opponent expecting here. Like not Max Quake in this obvious switch out slot. Like did opponent not think I'm gonna predict the switch? Like, the correct play actually was to switch out Dragonite there, which was very unpredictable. Or if opponent just chooses to... Of course, no, right. I was thinking opponent Dynamax is. Dynamax is to extend the game, but it's just clearly over. Alright, that is actually Assault Vested. I cannot believe I did not sleep butter that earlier. Yeah, so if I knew this was Assault Vested, I could have easily went for sleep butter at any point of the game, and I would have easily just ruined the whole counter strategy with Grimmsnarl Entei, because I can just go for sleep butter. And if you're lacking Assault Vest, you are gonna just get Max Quake to oblivion. This is why this Assault Vest R-type slash Safety Goggles far type is usually only worth in ladder matches, and it's completely impractical in best of 3 and unusable in open team sheet format, because opponent just picks the right thing, sleep butter or Max Quake easily in game 1 even, and it's just unplayable for the Entei user. So GG. It's like, it just shows how far I went in this journey to realize all these things. I'm not trying to insult my opponent here, I just did the same thing about 6 months ago. And oh boy, did I just lose a lot of money, possible money that I could have won. Just because I just was blindly doing some kind of counter strats. I just learned it the hard way. You got two attempts at Travel Awards. All it took was win 3 games. You lost both 2 in a row. That's a powerful message to send, and I just learned from that, I guess. Too bad it can be said about the others. Just can't really get shocked in this similar manner. Alright, what's going on here? Thundurus does not get Sunny Day, so I do not have to fear that. And again, Sun being set up like Lapras with Sunny Day, I just don't know at this point. And I'm too afraid to ask. Landorus is good here, arguably, but the opponent got both Lapras and Thundurus just ready to just blow me apart, so I have to go with Charizard again. Urshifu is most likely water typed if I had to guess, so don't know why. I see like Max Geyser user, I think just water type Urshifu fits it a little bit better. So I'm just going with the most basic thing again. I'm kind of like... Yeah, I think it's correct thing. I'm just a little bit scared about activating the Charizard in the back, which would be menacing to say the least. Alright, look at this. Alright, so this is a Charizard Thundurus late, so I am literally starting from behind right here. Let me guess, is this going to be Ancient Power Charizard? It's Japanese user, it's 2 AM for you, man. Go to sleep. Get some rest, get some help, you know? No, that's sleep, man. It's so easy to just go in bed. Set up reflect light screen. I seriously don't know. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm just gonna set up reflect and just hope this is not gonna be some kind of like ancient power Charizard. Alright, man. Show yourself off. Wait, what is Dynamaxing? Because both of these things just add speed. Welcome, Charizard. Let me guess, this is going to be ancient power, isn't it? Great fun. Guaranteed good matchup. Sure what I was trying to say here, but man, I would really use the Moltres right here. And this is, what, 5th time I'm saying this? I would like to use Moltres? Well, yeah. I would really like to use Moltres again. That thing would have just been amazing. Best of 1 decks with max rock form. Something at least one best of 1 deck I can use as well. Landorus is just complete hot garbage. Alright, it's supportive Thundurus. I should have known that. Right? Not really, but how life goes sometimes. Alright, so let me guess. What is it going to be? It's wildfire. Okay, that's okay. How much damage will this do? Too much out of 10, because this is Life Orb. I did not know that. By the way, this is most likely a loss. Unless I just do good damage with this. I should have Thunderwave the Charizard, but I really did not know this is not going to be a defined Thunderous. This was just blind guess from me, and I just guessed incorrectly, I guess. So, and like, I really tried to avoid the Japanese players, but I just failed. They are still awake. They are still awake. This is virtually unplayable. Like, I'm not kidding. This is virtually unplayable. These opponents are just like, how annoying it is to face them. Alright, let me guess. If this is Thunderwave, this is a loss. Like, I cannot beat that Charizard in that case, because this is just Thunderwave fault for it. Would have been really cool if I went for Thunderwave earlier, but I just didn't know. And the opponent knew, so it's like, yeah, too bad, mate. Scary face. Ooh, boo, that's scary face, not Thunderwave. Like, yeah, man. Right. And opponent just, if I just went for Beam and Blade there, this was a KO and outspeed after max airstream. And this is a critical hit, of course. Why, because why not at this point of the game? Because just why not, you know? I completely forgot I'm trying to qualify for Sonic here, because this is just as unplayable as Showdown ladder, you know? Just insulting. Alright, let's just go for Wildfire now, and let's just see if I can somehow clutch away the victory. Can't Scary Face miss? No, Thunderwave can miss, Scary Face cannot. I just remembered. Ooh, boo, Scary Face. Okay, I need to outspeed this Charizard or else I'm screwed. But don't think I'm outspeeding that. Oh, it's just Rockfall. That's a little throw, I'd say. That might be a little bit small throw. Just small throw. Very small throw. But yeah, I finally expected this. I could have done a lot about this if there was open team sheet, but that's the point of this tournament. To just battle the Japanese over and over again and just lose to their best of one strats. At least this is fainted, but that crit really stinked because now the Wildfire probably finishes me off. My Zacian, and I needed to just get at least one more attack off. Or at least I just get the Wildfire on the opponent, but I don't... Maybe we survive one more. Alright, good, we just survive one more. And I can honestly just switch the Torkoal right here and save the Zacian for later. Oh, it's their own Zacian. I just completely forgot I get their own. Right. Well, at least we got Reflect now, but I don't think that really helps, does it? But it just Scary Faces me out of existence, you know? It doesn't really matter. Anyway, I can switch to Torkoal here. Yeah, the Ancient Power Charizard is again, like, I just did not think I needed to breed that, and I was too lazy to breed another Charizard with Ancient Power. But as you can see, it, like, makes a massive disadvantage when you're up against a Charizard mirror and opponent got Ancient Power. It's almost unplayable. Also, I'm really wondering what opponent could have done against a Landorus late. Like, I just don't know. I thought this was defined Thundurus, but it was not, so Landorus late was free? Question mark? Substitute, okay, that's interesting. Oh, I outspeed for... How do I even outspeed this? I just don't know. Or at least this substitute faded, you know. This is going to be a... Cinderace Berry. I actually think there is a chance I can come back to this game now. Because by some weird miracle we actually outspeeded this thing here, and now Wildfire is really just stacking up against the opponent. I think the Wildfire ended for me right here. Right? If that's the case, I can still win this, but just freaking barely. If there is still Wildfire under my feet, I'm screwed. I'm mega screwed. See. Alright, no more Vardfar. That is just amazing. I'm just gonna protect here because it's free. Heatwave will KO the Thundurus even if opponent decides to go for Ear Impulse into Torkoal. As long as I connect my Heatwave, I think I could be fine. Since a lot of Zacians don't run max speed, since the only thing you lose up on while not running max speed is losing the Zacian mirrors, which opponent might lose here. So opponent might have something bad in the back as well, like Urshifu of some sort. That would be actually good against the Zacian, but pretty bad against the Torkoal here. And opponent died. Did opponent just go for Thunderbolt here? That's a bronc play, definitely, unless opponent just parries me. I double connect, which is a double knockout here, I believe, yeah. And Valdfor finishes the rest. Alright, we might be coming back to this. Valdfor is a goat. That crit still stinks now. But Torkoal wins 1v1 against Urshifu very easily. Lapras just gets close combated as well for a one-shot, so it doesn't really matter. And it's Urshifu, and it's a dark type Urshifu, which means this is genuinely a free late game. We just go for close combat here and Heatwave, and we just KO it out, I believe. Yeah. And if it, like, without Choice Band, it cannot KO the Torkoal. And, that would mean it would have to lock itself. If it's Choice Band, it would have to lock itself to Sucker Punch here. Right, it is still losable. If opponent, for example, crits close combat. Or I miss Heatwave. That would be absolutely ridiculous, though. That would be mega insulting. Just lose the close combat crit here. That would be just stupid. And opponent recognizes the win con, but does not get the crit. No, and I still got Cinderace Burst, so I'm able to take next Wicked Blow as well, which would go through Reflect. Alright, we win this one. We somehow managed to win this one, and I'm just completely exhausted. Wow. How did we even win this? I got no clue. But we did. Wow, that was really being back against the wall in every single manner, basically. But it was all decided by Charizard somehow miraculously outspeeding the Thundurus that one time. Alright, 8 battles. Good, we just got 2 more and then I'm gonna take a break. I believe we are 6-2 now. That is very good. Based on like how we did so far. Tommy. I think a lot of good players are named Tommy and a lot of good players could be streaming, but I'm not gonna be sniping that. I think I'm in too much team advantage anyways in this case. Yeah, the Dialga versus this is just dumb matchup, I feel. Alright, the opponent tries to fix that with Dracovish, which is a good idea, I believe, but like, I think it's just... We'll see, I'll show you. Yeah, I think this is the best thing I can go for. The Grimmsnarl in the back is actually not that bad. It can actually leech off the Trick Room genuinely well by underspinning the Dialga and Spirit Breaking it. By underspinning the Dracovish and Spirit Breaking it. It can do a lot of that, do a lot of stuff. And I can self-paralyze myself to avoid Spores, so... Lots of good stuff I can go for. Right, so I believe this is some kind of counterattack here, and I'm not sure how am I supposed to react to that, so... Well... We'll see. I got no comments so far. I think this is kind of free Will-O-Wisp into Dracovish, yeah? It's not like it's going to be a Water Bubble Dracovish, right? Vicious Rant should not do all that much. And if it's like minimum speed Choice Band, actually that could hurt, but does that even KO Torkoal here? I'm just like Torkoal is very physically bulky, so it might not. It might. I don't know. Or this could be just straight up Choice Scarf. Which is not, which is somewhat I expected not to be Choice Scarfed. Alright, don't KO the Torkoal. It's actually, alright, so Vicious Runs. Which makes me assume this is some kind of, don't paralyze. Alright, good. And we're just gonna Will-O-Wisp, good. This makes me believe this is adamant. This is definite, this is most likely an adamant Choice Band, but I just add speed now, so. I would not add speed Jolly Choice Band, but. And this might KO Porygon too, right? Oh, it does not. Come on. That is just so close. And unfortunately, the Thunderbolt knocks me out here. So I'm better off. Like, I should definitely leave a message here. Some good message. Do I need to add speed anything in the back? Or would I rather just set up a Max Quake here? Just so I become more tanky. I think Max Quake is the way to go. I'm gonna Max Quake the Dracovish and like go for like a Heat Wave. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's fine. Quake could actually knock out a Dracovish as well. I'm not sure. It might barely miss on the knockout. Alright, let's just bulk a Dracovish in this case then. Vicious Rant KOs the Charizard, but I managed to get a special defense beast on Torkoal, which is pretty important. Which makes it a little more tanky against the... Actually, this could still just get out of hand really fast, because opponent got Dynamax in the back and I don't. But I think I'm just gonna pick up a double knockout here, and I'm just gonna sub up next turn with the Zacian or Protect, or just whatever. And I'm just gonna yawn the Dialga. And after that, the game should be technically over. Right, I just want to pick this up. Pressing A, come on. This will most likely be Incineroar Dialga. The worst case scenario, as always, I assume it will be. Like, nobody really been just kind of like appears out of nowhere here. That there's no reason. Worst case scenario, of course it is going to be. Yeah, I might have needed to value the Charizard a little bit more, but I don't think I could have done much about that. The Baltfar barely missing the knockout is definitely very sad though. No. Alright. Non-existential, apparently non-existential Joy-Con Rift. I believe you don't exist. Just leave my controller, please. Alright, this might be Max Lightning Dialga, which I would be probably a little bit angry about, but I think this is just going to be a fake out Zacian plus like Max Quake. Or just a Trick Room setup? Yeah, that is going to be a Trick Room setup out of Dialga here for some reason. Okay, that is just weird. Gotta put a Might Max Lightning here, although I just don't know how would it fit on Dialga's moveset. You really need Max Quake, Max Dragon, and Max Steel Spike. So I'm setting up Light Screen here. I'm gonna try to yawn this thing as well, the Incineroar. So yeah, we're gonna see. That's Max Lightning. It kind of wastes a ton here, not doing much damage whatsoever. But I might Dynamax the Incineroar as well, just because it's not yawned yet. That's a stupid reason, but you get where I'm going with this. Just please don't be Max Lightning. It's not good on Dialga. Just use Max Dragon to beat the counter. Light Screen is definitely gonna help at least. But this Flare Blitz will just punch a hole inside me anyway. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Now, Flare Blitz is gonna happen. Don't much care. Thing I care about is what this Dialga does. Don't care, please. Thank you. Good. This Max Quake. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. As long as this doesn't somehow KO, which it of course does not. And this Dialga is going to sleep now. And I'm gonna get recovery as well. Nice. No more max quakes now. Qualifier still does just a little. KOing these things is going to be much more of a hassle though. I need to find out how many more turns are there. Through 3 more turns. I just want to cancel this and it just doesn't go. I'll reflect here and I will just go for a heat wave. Incineroar is gonna sleep next turn. So I will be genuinely safe to get over close combat next turn against the Incineroar. Wow, that did nothing. Snarl, alright, so it's gonna try to slow down the guy, which makes no sense whatsoever. I think, at least. I'll get as fast as sleep. I'm gonna Spirit Break that next turn. Much a bad idea. Thing is just getting put to sleep. Spirit Break, outspeed this Dialga, switch to Zacian, since it's so safe. Max Quake, -1 special attack in the light screen, won't do anything. And the double HP is just so big on Dialga, look how big it is. Just how bulky it is as well. Fast asleep. Spirit Break. Good damage, surprisingly. It woke up turn 1, just don't you dare to turn 1 wake up crit, man. True light screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Too much. And it's on Dynamaxing now. This is going to be the last Trick Room turn as well. So I'm free to protect here, kind of. With Zacian. And if opponent just wakes up turn 1 of Incineroar, it will go for something like a Flare Blitz plus Earth Power. They just want to get rid of this Zacian. Because I believe they can beat the Torkoal because of their max Quake boosts. Genuinely easy for them to beat the Torkoal. But quite hard for them to just beat the Zacian. That's just going for a lot of stupid moves here. Like close combat. Incineroar is fast asleep, so at least it did not get like Flare Blitz off against Grimmsnarl, and we just get a second Spirit Break off, which is pretty important. And does have the chunk as well. Flash Cannon going in a Grimmsnarl, so this guy really believed that the Incineroar would finish this job against Zacian. I mean, like, -2 Earth Power would not do anything anyways, but yeah. You get the idea. Alright, let's just hope this is not some kind of Protect Incineroar. I would, again, flip out probably if that would be the case. Close combat, KO the Incineroar, don't be Choppleberry either, that would be. Alright, opponent just cancels the bell. Good. Alright, one more game and then I'm just taking a break. Alrighty. One more game and then I'll get dinner. Alright, Tonini, that sounds Italian, which means it's not Japanese. Which means it's still bad because this is Sableye again. The culprit of all my trouble today, Sableye itself, and its Resurrection Trick Room, the most miserable form of life possible. Because it requires like no reads whatsoever to just pull it off. You just kind of lead and hope opponent does not have the matchup. That's definitely interactive gameplay right here. Opponent definitely just builds its whole game plan around. That's fun, because it is not. Now I have no clue what to have in the back. Like I'm probably just gonna slap a Landorus on there, and I'm just gonna get swept by the Calyrex in late game. But anything really just gets kind of swept by the Calyrex, and I just want something active in the back. Oh, I'm just gonna lose because I brought Landorus, right? Well, of course, that's gonna be the case, but I just don't really care. Really don't care at this moment. So planning to upload this like today as well, which is, let's say that's a tall order to do because it takes like more than an hour to render this, and then I just have to create eggs and stuff like that. It's gonna be uploading this like at midnight basically. Right, so let me. Alright, let me just go through this. Okay. So, yes, this is the only lead that does not lose to Heatwave plus Heatwave plus Eruption turn 1. What does opponent do? Counter lead that, because the team otherwise just cannot win. The trick is, remember, the trick is, the rest of the team is completely dysfunctional after this lead fight. So, as long as you somehow get 3 to Zapdos, you're just gonna easily win this game. It's not gonna be even close. You're gonna see what I mean. Like they got completely, like they got Amogus, Stack Attacker, Calyrex, and like something else. I just don't remember in the back. That thing just does not work along this Zapdos lead. And you know what? I believe this might be Ancient Power Zapdos, but I just don't really care. I just want to get rid of this Indeedee, then just yawn the heck out of this Zapdos and just win the game as a result, because Zacian is just so good. And yes, of course it outspeeds, but I don't care. I got a Salt Blast, so I think even Life Orb, like helping at Life Orb Ancient Power would KO, of course, but not without the. But opponent, I think, chickens out this by going for a Follow Me here, since Wildfire could just go there Zapdos because it's just Nuclear Blast basically. Follow me? Good, okay. Then the Charizard is safe this turn, which means that's good. Airstream is even better, but that should not KO Torkoal. Yes, this is Life Orb. This is Life Orb Zapdos, which normally would KO here, but I max Special Defense Torkoal, so I just don't care. Huh? Few perks of having some bulky Torkoal. Right, what I don't want is missing this Heat Wave. I really need to just get this Indeedee out of the way and start hitting the opponent hard in the back with the Wildfires. Good job, Torkoal. Good, that is enough. That puts it into the Wildfire range, which it's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Opponent will probably switch to a Calyrex here and hope that Max Lightning finishes off the Charizard here. Do I care really? I just got a bunch of thoughts in my head right now. Alright, so Omega switches in. That means the opponent is just kind of screwed, I'd say. Like, yeah, I get the idea. How am I trying to be? I'm gonna be trying to yawn this Zapdos here, since it's actually, like, it's kind of like Max Lightning into the. Right, it's just gonna be another Max Airstream. Into the Charizard. Okay, that's interesting. Could be getting yawn off then. This Omega should not be outspeeding me, right? Right, well, for that is definitely a knockout on Omegas, if not Focus Sash, maybe. That is not Focus Sash, that is a free yawn on Zapdos, and with that, I think we just win the game. I'm gonna be preemptively protecting this Torkoal just so I can possibly stall out. I mean, like, Calyrex might switch in and just then we get a chance to yawn it, and Trick Room, for example, before it just gets stupid. And yes, Grimmsnarl would have been a correct choice here, as I thought it would be. Landorus is actually dead weight now. Landorus actually gives it free attack boost, which makes Zacian even more. It makes it more dead. I'm gonna just say it that simply. It just makes it more dead. I could have set up Reflect this way, I could have just made this late game a lot more simpler, but no cigar here. Right, opponent like might be doubting its ability that this Zapdos will KO Charizard, but I think it will finish it off with Max Lightning. I don't think opponent has something to fear, really. Opponent might want to try to target down Torkoal, but why? Since the Calyrex could just KO it out on its own. Oh, I should have switched out Charizard, right? That was a stupid one. Into the Landorus, right? Although the Glacial Lance could have been stupid in that case, I think. Alright, because this is a... because this is a Life Orb Zapdos, I don't think it can have Life Orb on Calyrex as a result. High horsepower good, that is very good actually. This means, first off, like, Wildfire just starts chunking away at Zapdos as well. Now Zapdos gets put to sleep because it's not touching the ground. And we're just gonna get his Zacian in right now. No Glacial Lance free boosts, you know. We wouldn't set up Procream here, that would have been really smart, but nah, that was too much of a play, I think. That was too much of a read. Yes, Behemoth Blade is guaranteed KO on his Calyrex now. That is a guaranteed KO, and I think same applies for a Heat Wave against the Zapdos. I think I have one more turn of Wildfire as well, so that is probably a win. Fast asleep, Behemoth, you cannot escape this Behemoth Blade Calyrex. Good. And... yeah, right, Heat Wave just should finish off, and Landorus has good matchup right now as well, by some miracle. Yeah, but I really did not expect the Torkoal to take that attack, like, it should not have taken it, but I did, so, whatever. Right, Tonini, alright, that means we are 8-2, like, after such a bad day, saying 8-2, me saying 8-2 is just unbelievable. I thought we were like 6-4 or 5. No, I thought we were 4-6 basically after today's bad matchup. So yeah, I'm taking another break, and then after the movie and dinner we're gonna get to the last spot. Alright? Catch you next time. Excuse me, catching you in a second. Alright, I probably ran out of space on my desk, so hopefully I recorded all these battles. Hopefully I did. I'm gonna see. Anyway, I am still going with Venusaur Calyrex-Shadow here. It's genuinely safe. There's low amount of space on disk. Yes, I know. My nose. I was recording too much. I see. Keep it. Yes, I know I'm running out of space. 372 kilobytes of disk space. This IC is... wow, okay, that is just... okay, that is just not a lot. That's just... I don't know. Oh, it might have gotten corrupted, unfortunately. Oh no, these were so many good battles. I got 2 Rage Quits and a Chansey. These were such good battles as well. Oh, that is just a shame. That is just so much shame. If this got corrupted, this is just such a shame. Oh no, that was so good though. Alright, I got the worst possible late against me. That's not fun. I think I need to switch to Zacian here and just some Zacian. That's Flare Blitz into that. Like, yeah, this lead, like... yeah, that's my comment on this lead, you know. Actually, I don't believe that I can go for Flare Blitz into that. That would be a dumb, actually. I'm setting up white screen, since I feel that will just go for Fake Out. Alright, that would be a really shame. I faced Chansey and I somehow won against it. That Chansey took close combat from my Zacian as well, without guard split. Oh, that would be such a shame. Alright, that kinda means I don't really have to take care of the Dynamax Colossal in the back, and I rather should just focus on this Yveltal just going completely bananas. Okay, hopefully it just doesn't go for the Flowbirds. I would be bewildered if it would. Alright, good. Fake out happens. In the Grimmsnarl, I kinda care, but I don't, you know. Don't KO. Okay, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We're gonna get a, like, light screen off right here. At least try to get a light screen off. This is live for it, right? Yeah, live for it, like it should be. That would be real shame if I lost all that footage. Because I ran out of space on disk because I just recorded too many irrelevant videos. I mean, it's not relevant videos. That's I say. That is relevant as butter on bread, you know. Alright, so I like. What do we expect here? What should I expect out of the opponent here? Max Flare, Entei Zacian? I don't know. Like rest of the backup for opponent is just gonna. Alright, that is good. As long as this is just not some kind of. By the way, this Incineroar can take the close combat if it's max defense bolt, and it also needs to be like. Alright, it doesn't take that. This would be, and it is a roll as well. It's 68% the one-shot Incineroar if it's bare max defense. You know what? In Players Cup 3, I actually encountered one Incineroar like that, and it lived the close combat, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I was like really very bewildered by that. Alright, does this Dragapult even... Okay. Alright, there's another question. Does this Yveltal have Max Flare? And do I care if it has Max Flare? Like, I will just need to set up Reflect. I'm gonna look at the rest of the Pokemon in the team. Yeah, I should set up Reflect. Yeah, I'll set up Reflect. I'm just gonna hope this is not just like random Max Flare Yveltal. Because I should take the Max Flare theoretically as well. Like it's just... Oh, it's just Airstream. Good stuff. That means, unless it... Alright, it goes in the Grimmsnarl as well. That is confusing. But that means Behemoth Blade just KOs Yveltal. Actually lost one game and got really salty. Oh, that was such good... I just rambled about like random mess of stuff. That was so good. I was really salty. That's so good. Right, this Behemoth Blade still does like 40% to this, which is just good enough because the Venusaur in the back just kind of wins now. Yeah, that's good damage, right? That's good damage. With Cover Berry on Venusaur, this should be genuinely easy game to clean up. What Pokemon? Come on, click that button. I'm planning to upload all these battles like as soon as possible onto YouTube. Well, I really want to knock that Yveltal out. I don't care about any kind of like light screen this Dragapult has. This Dragapult is probably useless. If I had to guess, it like has Surf, it has like Light Screen, it has like Will-O-Wisp. And like Phantom Force, like that's not dangerous at all. And I'll stop Reflect as well, so this does like no damage. Like there's no pressure coming into the Zacian either right now. Like, what you gonna do? Heat Wave now? That's too late. Cover Berry might try, like this Yveltal might try to heal itself with Oblivion Wing, but I got Cover Berry and Light Screen, so like unless you just crit me, that is gonna be pathetic recovery. That's like 70 HP still, I know, but why like Break and Swipe? Okay, that is just hilarious then. Like Break and Swipe does no damage. By the way, this thing qualified for Players Cup 4. I just got no idea how it did that. I believe it was because the Yveltal nade was too much unpredictable. Like people just over-prepare for Coalossal and suddenly just Yveltal comes up on the field and it goes for its Airstreams with Life Orb. And Yveltal hits really hard. It has high special attack, Airstreams, and like Max Darkness that's boosted by Dark Aura, lowers the special defense. It just gets stupid, you know. I don't think this team is that good. I believe there are better Colossal variants, especially with Zacian, which are more predictable, I know, but are much more flexible. And Zacian doesn't really take the Dynamax slot either, so you can kind of genuinely, freely Dynamax your Colossal. And this is Water type Reshifu. Yeah, this is over. This is just so over. How delayed this input is. But Mindlash just... Yeah, this is over. They cannot touch the Venusaur. Light screen. Now that's too late, mate. That's a bit too late, especially with Mindlash just like lashing you every time. That is just unforgivable. Yeah, I thought it would take that. This Dragapult is mildly bulky, and it got Citrus Berry, so it got like... Yeah, but the anti-sunlight was the Yveltal plus Incineroar, alright, so like, it does not really need to necessarily be Ice Safety Goggles Dragapult. Wow, that did a lot of damage. That did like almost too much damage. Is this like life? Is this Choice Band Urshifu? We're gonna see if we are actually gonna be able to Mindlash him down. Oh, Choice Band. This is just... Oh, I'm after close combat. Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Because the map is the same, actually. And yeah, this is just gonna be knockout. Next turn, Behemoth Blade Max Quake. Easy peasy. Communicating. And somehow there's some input delay. Like, look at this, I'm just pressing the A button. So, yeah, that will actually knock out Zacian, which will take more animation time out of us. But yeah, this Venusaur is unstoppable force at this moment. That Copper Berry actually, I believe, saved me because it did not allow Yveltal to recover double the HP, you know. Then we would not KO, and Yveltal could just get stupid after that. So Copper Berry was actually important in winning this game. And yes, we somehow won against such a bad matchup. Alright, so we're gonna see if I recorded all these matches. Hopefully it did not get corrupted. It probably did, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna see. So I'm taking a break right here. It might be like early for you if it got corrupted, but yeah, I'm taking a break after 5 battles. I am 12-3 right now. That's the score. And I'll catch you in a second after I take a break. Bad news, everybody. The file could not be recovered, so we're gonna be missing 4 absolute fantastic battles. That is just worse than losing, because I won 3 out of these 4 games, and yeah, that is just such a shame. These battles were so good as well. Not only like funny because 2 of them just DC'd, but one of them was really well played battle by both of us, kind of, against Shadowrex. Even though I didn't have Moltres, I just played well enough and I managed to get a victory. And it's just a real shame that one did not get through. That one is probably the biggest shame. I faced Chansey along the way, which would have been a lot of fun to see as well. What did I say? What else did I lose? But it was like one more very close game, and it's just fun as well. But such is life. Alright, so at least I recorded the Yveltal video, because that was a another very good team that I just somehow bet, even though the odds were stacked against me. At least the Sun's odds. The Zacian's odds were kind of stacked against them. Right, anyway, it would be a real shame if I didn't even get like 15 battles recorded, because I'm getting dangerously close to 1670, and that's enough for me. Because I feel a lot of people are gonna tilt because this format is just so trash and so matchup reliant. To the point it's gonna happen to pretty much anyone. Alright, I think Charizard Grimmsnarl is pretty good here. We are just gonna go with this. Like, I'm not sure what this Bronzong is doing now. There is no Trick Remote, and don't tell me Incineroar is the Trick Remote with Bulldoze. I mean, you can tell me that, but I'm just gonna be angry. Get the idea what I'm trying to say here. What is there Mamoswine? Like, just Mamoswine, it's just money. Great against Ladders and Thundurus. I actually recommended it in a lot of videos. Oh, look at that. Alright. Is this going... Like, I take Life for Max Lightning. I am pretty sure from this Thundurus. The problem begins when opponent gets the Zacian and afterwards. You know what? I'm just gonna switch it on Torkoal and set up Reflect. Like, I genuinely feel it's free. Like, what will the opponent do, right? Unless this is Life Orb's Max Steel Spike. It could be Max Steel Spike. Steel Spike is valid on Assault Vest Thundurus, but on Life Orb one, what do you replace? Max Knuckle? Like... Yeah, if you didn't notice, the Torkoal switch is supposed to be counteracting Thundurus by going for Yawn next turn, and I am going to get the Yawn off, as long as this is not a Taunt Incineroar. But then again, my opponent is a Japanese, and like, this could be Taunt Incineroar for... Right, that's a... Dynamax? Don't you dare to tell me that this is Bamboozle, Prankster, Thundurus. That would be insulting. Good thing I switched, because this Torkoal is supportive, so it doesn't really care about just getting Eerie Impulsed. Although it does care getting Taunted, you know, that would be actually kind of... Max Darkness, this guy really does not like the idea of... What is this? What's this? Is that a critical hit? Yes, it is, and... Like, wow. Why? That has to be Life Orb, right? That did too much. Or it must be either special or life. That is special. That is a special Incineroar critting my Torkoal. That is just grotesque. I just like, don't tell me that. That is not funny. This is very funny. Why is this a special Incineroar again? I don't know. Like, no way, this is physical. Like, no way. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Look at that. And that, yeah, I was like thinking like, wait a minute. That knocking out? No way. Yeah, that is... That crit mattered, by the way. I could have at least gotten the on one. Look at that. Is that a... Stop! Alright, this is definitely going to get... That is definitely going to be a clip. Like, I can just... Not the rest of the video out. That is just too funny. Like, that is just ridiculous. But it just crit 3 times in a row. Right, yeah, sure. That's normal behavior of this game. Also special Incineroar, of course. That is normal behavior of this game. I'm just protecting here. I could have subbed up, but just haven't be that clever. The good question is, do I think that this Wildfire will KO Thundurus? I've got no clue. I mean, like, I got dual screens, so opponent should not be able to harm me too much. Like, this is one of the scariest things to have be up against in late game, you know? If opponent downwaves this Zacian, I would be really glad. Yeah, I just daydreaming basically. Well, now I hope this Wildfire carries the Thundurus, but I know this is going to be special defensive, right? Look at that special defense investment. That is ridiculous. That is insulting, straight up. At least I get Wildfire off an opponent, but I don't know if that matters. Like, Flare will just do so much damage. Like, this is special. But look at that damage. Alright, at least that did not crit. I would have probably had to say something not nice if that has crit, but did not. Okay, close combat just straight up KOs this Incineroar. Alright, that is nice to know. Alright, let me look at the Pokemon that are in the back. Like, what could be in the back that can just take a you know what, on me, you know? Like, I could sub up here. This is not a horrible idea, since I think most of these Thunderai are just not caring Thunderwave at all. Because I think this Incineroar just doesn't stay in here. Or it does, I don't know. It could, or it might not. Alright, it just... Alright, no paralysis. That is actually very good. Since, yeah, this close combat should just get this Incineroar because it did just too much damage. And it's not focus sized. It just, thank heavens, you know? And we got one more turn of Charizard, which I can use to get an Airstream off, for example. Good thing opponent didn't paralyze me. This is definitely a knockout. Yeah, I didn't think it would go without Wildfire, but it just put it in damage. Okay, that's yeah. I am I'm -1. That is kind of bad. A Regigigas, let me guess. It has to be Regigigas. You know what? I don't think they can KO Charizard this turn. And I'm not kidding. I don't think they can KO Charizard this turn. Even if they double up. Because how ridiculous Level Cam under both Reflect and the Light Screen and Assault Vest. I'm just gonna take this attack. Behemoth Blade, I don't think that's even over 50% even without Reflect, so should be generally a free knockout on Regigigas. Station needs to protect. I think I'm gonna be the first thing protecting anyways. Electro Up, that is a weird move. Like maybe opponent thinks this Behemoth Blade just knocks out a Charizard, but we'll see, we'll see. Right, that is going into protect. That like... Do you think this Max Quick KOs Regigigas? It might not, it might, I'm not sure. Holy moly, look at that tanking that thing. Look at it tank that hit, man. That was an easy tank. Harsh Sunlight faded. I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse. I think this Heat Wave should just like do enough anyways. Like I'm definitely double protecting, there is no reason not to. This is going to be a very close match. But only because of these crits early on. I definitely think this would not have been even remotely as close without these. Like him just critting like left and right. Alright. This means that the Regigigas finds this turn to the Wildfire. Yeah, this of course does not even come close to knocking out. Behemoth Blade goes again into the Zacian. Heat Wave double connects, that is very good. Holy moly, look at that bulk on Zacian. Yeah. Yeah, there is no way this is not a bulkization, I think. So I'm just gonna outspeed the Zacian and just win the game. Hopefully it's not like bulky Expedition, but we're gonna see. In that case, maybe the Behemoth Blade would not KO. Like, I'm not sure. But I think I should be just one of these. Yeah, I'm just max speed. They might be not. They might be not. Alright, good double protect. That one definitely saved the game. Yeah, so I won this game. I am kind of confused about opponent not going for Electro Up the next turn. Like, why? Wildfire would have KO'd Regigigas, and like, if I went for Behemoth Blade into the Zacian, for example, I would have probably gotten a pretty good chance to knock it out, so... Got no clue. Alright, just 30 more rating, and I'm just winning this thing. I'm not risking anymore. But of course, there's gonna be a lot of tilt, isn't it? Ichi. The mouse from Simpsons, isn't it? No, wait, that's Ichi. With T, you know? Hey, I'm not good at it. Alright, look at that, Grimmstrolization, but without all the things that make it good. Like Torkoal, for example. Alright, this Rotom can replace Torkoal somewhat well, but we're just getting like... Basically, the idea of this team was built from removing Umbreon for this team for Torkoal, for Yawn, because Torkoal still got Yawn. And now you remove Torkoal for Rotom because they both got Will-O-Wisp, like... We're carrying this experiment too far at this point, I think. Yeah, that is just awkward. I think I need to go with Landorus just because they got their own Landorus. I don't think Torkoal would be good enough of a backup against this. Alright, let's go with this. Like this is definitely controversial way to go up against this game, but yeah. I can just throw on my Google Chrome again because I'm not converting the file from Entei for the AV and then just repairing the file. Yeah, I just can't repair the file. I just don't think it's possible because, like, first it needs to be AV type file, but I'm recording into MP4, and in order to get the AVI format, I need to bust, I have to convert it just so it's repairable, but it cannot convert because it's corrupted, so it's like, weird. Alright, I did not want to face this lead because they will have Ancient Power. That's just a rule right now. Your Charizard needs to be Ancient Power or it loses all the mirrors. In that case, actually, I can just kind of like switch Landorus and not do much about it. Like, I'll just set up Light Screen. I highly doubt the opponent just goes for like Airstream here. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna intimidate theirs, and I don't get intimidated myself. And by the way, this is not a speed die. Fastest thing switches out first, so, and their Charizard was max speed because everyone else's Charizard is max speed. I'm the only one running bulky assault as Charizard. So this was actually a really good play, I'd say. Yeah, this is not working out, mate. Alright, so we got a Life Orb Landorus in our idea. That is good. That is very good indeed. Like, now I'm scared that this Landorus is just suddenly decides to become a Swords Dancer. That would be dumb, you know. Also, I kind of need to remove this Grimmsnarl here idea. Like, I just got a bunch of priorities. I don't want to get paralyzed with my own Zacian. And I just don't want to let this Landorus get Swords Dance up, so like, I'm not sure even where I went with this Airstream, but I'm just gonna guess it's into the right thing. Yeah, if this Landorus gets a free Swords Dance up, this is just gonna get ugly. On the other hand, they have Thunderwave, so they cannot slow down this Landorus, so if I get Airstream off from this, is gonna stick. Be bad I just get the Relic Wildfire when this. That would be lovely. Let me guess, Swords Dance with Landorus. That has to be Swords Dance, or else it wouldn't be just staring down my soul right here. Alright, I don't know if that's a speed die or not. Might be, it might not. I'm just max speed jolly. For convenience, yeah, outspeed everything. Unspeed more stuff. Outspeed more stuff. U-turn. Alright, so that was completely useless play to go for. Good to know. Zacian. Yes. Okay, so let me guess. Opponent tries to bamboozle me and switches immediately back to the Landorus here. Yeah, that would be just such a classic bamboozle. Just like, I don't know. The opponent might do this, opponent might not. I just don't know at this point. What I know though is a good play is probably getting a Zacian in here, since it's just like they are not going to Thunderwave that. Winterization, okay, good stuff. I kind of like understand that now. At least I did not give up useless max click. Unfortunately, this Grimmsnarl is getting a little bit too bulky in my taste, and the Charizard is getting very comfortable for them in the back. Although they have to have Rockfall, so they will be comfortable against my Charizard in late game. Oh, it's just getting too political. If I crit this Grimmsnarl, this would be really good. I can just only dream some. Man can only dream sometimes. But I'm just Spirit Breaks right here, right? It's a Assault Vest Landorus, so I could have just not Dynamax. I was really scared of this Swords Dance, which should be on my Landorus, because if I had the Swords Dance like I wanted to, I would have easily just got off a sweep here. Like, no, I cannot stay in Venusaur here and just expect miracles to happen. No, I just can't. I could try one more turn to just try to crit this Grimmsnarl out of, like, condition. That is not a bad play, I think. Yeah, opponent will just try to paralyze the Zacian at all costs, because that Zacian is really annoying to deal with. Otherwise. That is a good roll. Maybe if I got like 2 good rolls in a row, I might have carried this. But now the Zacian is +2 speed, but why? Like, okay, that is just a wrong play altogether. You needed to adjust your position idea. But you know what I can do right here is Rock Slide plus Substitute. This is just completely free sub here. And like, I'm just like probably outspinning the opponent anyways, just so much of the time that I just don't really care. And if opponent misses Thunder Wave, it's even one. Like this opponent, oh, yes, alright, free sub up right here. A completely free sub. That might be a win because of that. Like, Fly won't do anything. I mean, it will do a lot actually, but like, Ghost Liners avoids the attack. Oh, good feint here, good. Oh, that crit might have mattered. I'm probably think it did. Fly will do actually good damage to Landorus, you see, that is good damage. That's what I classify as good damage. I assume Charizard is coming in right now. It is a good switch in, I'd say, definitely. I feel like opponent's Landorus will be able to just carry the... I mean, Wildfire plus a lot of stuff happening might be just enough for opponent to win the game, straight up here. Rock Slide after Reflect and -1 won't do anything to Charizard, let's just be honest with ourselves. But opponent is just making it. Like, opponent is thinking. You do not think about this, opponent. This is pretty clear. Just switch to Charizard and just kind of win the game. What's so complicated about this, right? No, like, let me just see more info. How many turns of Reflect are there left? A lot more, I'd say. For me, it's like a lot of turns, but Wildfire plus Earthquake just KOs the Zacian, so... Like, single target... Right, so I'm gonna go for Rock Slide and Behemoth Blade into the Landorus, which looks like a kind of stupid play. But I think this way we are gonna get single target Rock Slide onto Charizard, which is very valuable. Late game. Like this little extra chip can win the game. Like, I'm not even kidding. An opponent might go for Wildfire in Zacian, thinking the Earthquake could finish it off, but that will only be a throw. Big throw. Right, I'm -1. Rock Slide. Good that is good damage. That definitely, I classify that as good damage. It's going into Landorus, so that, I mean, like, I would have gotten my sub broken here, and I would have argued, I mean, But much more damage on Charizard this one. Not for is happening. That is not good. Not good. Like, now, what do we even do? I would think opponent would double up this Zacian next turn, since it's just kind of like free. I mean, my Charizard should win the 1v1 against their Zacian relatively well. Like, opponent still has to break the sub up here, which is just so irritating. I'm just gonna win the 1v1 with that. So, like, I'm just paralyzing this Charizard so it does not outspeed my Charizard. And then I'm just gonna go for like 8k slash. Right, good. That is good. Behemoth Blade could do like massive damage as well. Since I think I'm like... I'm +1, right? So... This might KO Adamant. If I was Adamant, I think it could be. This would have probably KO'd, so... Right, who are you going into, mate? Yeah, the sub up, that's predictable. And it's quite a good play as well, so... I'm gonna add that for you. Well, yeah, that is totally the correct one. Yeah, you see the power of substitute here, for example, like how irritating it is, just so you have to double that up, you know? Yeah, okay. And Charizard definitely finishes off their Charizard right here. And I'm gonna paralyze this Zacian, and even I think like Heatwave could finish off the Charizard next turn as well, and I do not take multiple damage with my own Charizard. Hopefully we just hit the Thunderwave on Zacian. That would be actually very important, because that allows me to just... Like, I got full parry chance, now like they're slower as well. It stacks the odds against them, you know? Alright, I think this Air Slash should just... cleanly get this Charizard. Yeah, this had to be a knockout. Good. Alt Force still kicking in. This is... I don't think opponent yet damaged this. A Grimmsnarl. Like, I take this Behemoth Blade very easily, so... I mean, I would probably take even a Wild Charge here. And I just parry this, and like, it's just... Odds are stacked up against my opponent right here. That's... good. Speedization now. Heatwave does good damage as well, right? Wow, that is just fat. Even Blade, definitely the Charizard. Yeah, look, that is nothing. Yeah, I doubt crit would have KO'd, you know. Teams reflect this off. Like, unless opponent crits, this is like still an auto knockout on Charizard, and reflect would make no difference. Oh no. Alright, good. Alright. Okay. That was that gave me a little heart attack, you know, but I managed to just get through. Also, is microphone on? Yes, it is. Good. Alright. I'm just gonna continue Spirit Breaking. There's again no reason to stop reflect. Yeah, and this is a win. Somehow we managed to just clutch this game down, even though our Landorus usage was just kind of weird. Alright, I thought opponent would decent. That was a weird endgame lag. I think I require only one more game to win, and then I'm just calling it quits. And if suddenly they will change like rules, so they... Oh, so like seeding for the top 16 out of Swiss? Yeah, because it's gonna be Swiss round in next part of the bracket. They are gonna suddenly make a Swiss round, and then the 6-2 people are going to be... We're not gonna introduce resistance, we're gonna be seeding them based on how they did in the IC. I would have led her with 2 cards if that was the case, and I would have definitely not recorded it. And like, I just don't know, it's not stated anywhere, so you know, I just don't know. I believe Billa said something, and whenever Billa said something, it almost always was true. Like, it was like for the, you know, Billa just like kind of knows the backstage information and just says like, oh, what if that happened? It is basically Billa is like winking at us, like, it's gonna be like that. I'm warning you, put effort into this, you know? But it could be, someone else could have said it, and I just don't remember it. Like, you know. Look at this. This is Devil himself. Look at this. Look at his thing. I just don't know what's going on there. Like, I'm scared. Mom, I want to go home. Like, no, this is like, test is not that confusing. And the test. This is the test. You know what I'm scared of? You know what I'm scared of? Like, really scared of? Rockfall Regigigas. I would have went with the Venusaur otherwise if I knew this was Rockfall Regigigas, but I just don't know. Regigigas is normal type, so it gets like a million coverage moves, and I just don't know. It got all elemental punches. It got Rock Slide, Steel Spike, Max Quake, Max Strike, Max Darkness. It got everything, you know. So I don't know. We're gonna see after this third one if we are gonna be worthy of the audience of the rest of the team, because it's still annoying to deal with the rest of the team. Like, come on, they got. You know what? I'm gonna actually try to counterweight this Regigigas. Like, this is not a horrible play. I'm just gonna be moving last because neutralizing gas removed the prank stuff. Yeah, that's just how it goes. And I'm just gonna be literally praying right now that this is not gonna be some kind of stupid Rockfall Regigigas. Like, that would be just plain off bad, and I would lose, you know? And the plan is confidently against the Regigigas. Now, I think this Regigigas could comfortably one-shot the Charizard if I was not physically bulky. The opponent might go for Max Lightning or Max Strike, thinking this is a guaranteed KO as long as they outspeed. And then suddenly they just don't KO, and they are really confused. Yeah. Unless they Rockfall, that is a guaranteed KO on any Charizard. That is just... Alright, it's just a Max Strike. This should not even come close to KOing. I was thinking about, like, saying it doesn't KO even with a crit. And you know what? I was decently close to that claim. This is gonna be a taunt. Yeah, nothing I could have done to prevent that, really. And, like, going for, like, Spirit Break might have helped KOing the reason here, but... Ooh, yeah, well, is that Cinderace Berry? Or is it going to be the Pocket Sash? That is going to be the Pocket Sash variant, which does not get KO'd here! But barely does. Alright, it's Leftovers variant. Alright, this is just stupid, but you know what? I mean, I should switch into Lioness here. It is the most useless thing in my rest of the game. Like, Grimmsnarl can probably beat the Calyrex on its own. You know, I'm not even kidding. That is such a shame. If I Spirit Break that Woozing, I would have won, but like, there was a very high chance this Woozing just straight up went for the... Yeah, this is a knockout. I don't care, because we're KOing the Woozing. Unless they Pain Split, which I would probably have to throw something out of the window. If that was the case, because they need Protect, Lewis, Taunt, and such. All these 4 moves are just so necessary. Unless they decided to not carry Protect for some reason. Yeah, I knew this was Will-O-Wisp, but like, what was I supposed to do? Switch the Zacian? Like, that thing is just valuable for the late game. That thing is important, not just Lioness, you know? Alright, Weezing is down. That is good. Like, I missed this KO on Weezing by like 1 HP. Not kidding. Alright, slow start. That thing is just gonna calm down now. And Intimidate is gonna calm it down even more. Like, I think I need to switch to Zacian here. Because otherwise the Calyrex could just somehow form up special attack boosts, and I just don't want that to happen. That would be too deadly. Although I could paralyze it with Grimmsnarl. Yeah, I should have switched to Grimmsnarl on retrospective, but I don't think it matters all that much. Both switch-ins have their positives and negatives. And I'm most likely switching out this Landorus to Grimmsnarl. Yeah, I think I completely threw away my opponent's team of God by living with that Charizard. They just thought that I was not supposed to live with that. This Regigigas is completely useless. Garchomp. Alright, that is actually highly infuriating. Alright, do I just protect here? Like I could. It's not a bad play. Because, like with Intimidated, like I'm just gonna protect here. I don't want to just get Stomping Tantrum out of existence. Too bad Max Strike will put my Zacian speed below that of the Garchomp, but I'm probably just gonna start switching. I'm gonna switch Zacian out into Landorus next turn and just Bird Break the Garchomp. Oh, Garchomp uses Protect? What? Oh, my opponent is scared of Flare Off, which almost never happens to be on Zacian, so yeah, look, that's nothing. As you see here, this is nothing. No damage. Opponent rose the special effects though. You gotta give it to the opponent for that. And now I'm really confused if I KO this Garchomp with Behemoth Blade or not. I believe I KO Landorus, but Garchomp is just so much more physically bulky. So you know what? I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit. I could set up a sub here though. Like that's genuinely free, I think. But this is even more free, I think. Just Bird Break and switch to Landorus is just free. And like, there's nothing opponent can do about it. Like, go ahead and predict it with Ice Punch. It makes no difference. Like, that just doesn't even come close to knocking it out. And like, it just doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, Earthquake, just go ahead and hit yourself. I just don't really mind, as long as you don't crit me here. Which I think you just did. No, it's just that Garchomp is powerful. That is Rosalie Berry Garchomp. Okay. Then why did you protect last time? I'll have to go and talk about that to my therapist. That is just... Well, anyway, do I just give a fly here? Like, I don't want to give this guy a free sweep with Calyrex in the back. I need to save this Grimmsnarl. I need it to survive one more turn, you know? Just so I can paralyze the Calyrex, and that Calyrex will be Focus Sashed, so I need to get attack off against it as well. This Earthquake will most likely just do too much. I mean, actually, I don't know. To be quite honest, I think it actually. Like, I'm just gonna go for Spirit Break and Earthquake here. If I choke here, I'm gonna just probably say something not nice. Alright, so opponent knows what it is supposed to do to win this game. It is to save this Garchomp for a little bit later. This, you know, with life for it, this goes good. But now the problem really begins, because now opponent gets to switch into the Calyrex, and that is quite a genuinely free Astral Barrage here for a double knockout. Yeah, look at that. Mr. Astral Barrage comes to the battlefield. I really did not think opponent just would protect, or it would have Rosalie Berry. You never stay the berries, you know? Oh man, like I just don't know how to play this out right now. That is just... Opponent will try to so-called probably protect juggle. I call that basically just going for 50-50s with protect and maybe just opponent screws it up at last moment possible. Or I just miss Thunder Wave. But I don't do that, so I just paralyze that thing. That is good. If they set up a sub, I don't really care. Right, Rock Slide, that is just a weird thing. I might have just gave... Alright, that... Oh, that is... Alright, that is very good. Okay. It definitely puts me back into this game. And I'm gonna go for Reflect here. Do I want to go for Reflect? Yeah, I just want to... Yeah, the idea is that I want to increase the physical bulk against their guard chomp with my Crimson. Right. I mean, with my Zacian. Oh, there. Alright, there you go. There just goes. The choke. Time to choke the game. You know? Genuinely free open opportunity to do so right now. And there goes the Draining Kiss. Okay. Here we go. This is the time you choke the game. Alright, actually Life Orb was taken by the... Life Orb was taken by the Regigigas, so this has to be Focus Sash. And now you tell me, who the heck protects here? No one knows. That is just, no one knows. So you got to predict this correctly. Astral Barrage KOs both of these Pokemon. Actually, when I think about it... Do I have light screen up? I'm just gonna look into that. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Okay. You know what? Opponent might like weird plays already, so I'm just gonna go in the Dark Chomp. Good. It went for Protect. This thing went for Protect. Yeah, this was Protect. So I made the right call to predict the Dark Chomp attacking. Rosalie Berry, Sword Dance, Guard Chomp, huh? And yes, this breaks the Focus Sash, and I just get the knockout next time. Yeah, Sword Dance is very valuable on these ground types, for the reasons you just saw. Yeah, now let's just finish this game off, and I might be just calling it a run here. I'm gonna see like how much rating opponent got here. This could have been either a Japanese genius or just someone who screws around, but the way opponent played and had the sets, I would say this was quite high on ladder, which could give me over 12 points, definitely well over 12 points, and I think I should be out of the danger zone to not qualify. Like, do you want to continue battling? No, not really. Like, tell me the rating, mate. Oh, that's good. That guy had to be very high, actually. I got 16 points for that. And you know what? I'm calling it quits here. I know this is not enough for the... In first European qualifier, you had to be 1676, but... In this this is different meta game and differently numbered players cup. Like, the more the number progresses, the less there is interest. Same applies for like VGC, or like there's always mega big interest at start of the generation, and then it dwindles away. So this is why, for example, first online competition had like, I remember being 1800s gave you just barely 20 CP, but at the end of like 2000, that was 2017 by the way, first IC, which was used to get extra CP for you. But then, like, one of the last 2019 ICs had, like, well, like, that was just much lower. So, like, this is guaranteed to qualify. And what else would I say? Oh, it's really a shame you didn't see all the games. These were really good games, so... Oh, man. Alright, so I'm gonna be uploading this, like, today, I think. Like, so I'm gonna be trying to upload this right now, right after that. The video rendering will take forever, so... Yeah, hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you saw me getting salty. That's only natural though. And hopefully just I faced enough Japanese players to amuse you. So yeah, have a nice day and I'll get you perhaps Players Cup 4. See ya.